Today we have 6 crypto altcoins that I think has extremely high potential for the rest of this bull run that I personally hold and that I think can go absolutely nuts. But to start off, let me show you this quick part from the weekly insight newsletter from my friends Crypto Insight UK and the Crypto Man. I will link it down below if you want to sign up to that newsletter. But they basically talked about what happened last time Bitcoin reached a new all-time high. And after Bitcoin reached a new all-time high, we saw a 1400% rise in the following 230 days. What's even more interesting is that after Bitcoin reached its all-time high in the previous cycle, the Bitcoin dominance actually dropped around 50%, meaning that altcoins gained 2 to 3x more than Bitcoin during this period. And it currently seems like right now we're in that part of the cycle where altcoins will just massively outperform Bitcoin over the next few months. So that's why I'm very excited about altcoins at the moment and why I'm very excited about these specific coins. And to start off, I want to give you some early alpha because this is a coin that have not even launched yet, but it's arguably the most anticipated token launch happening on Solana over these next few weeks. And it's called Intro or One Intro or however they say it. Basically the next generation liquidity bootstrapping platform on a mission to bring fairness to Solana. They made their first tweet only like a week ago and they've already accumulated over 140,000 followers. Their tweets are getting like over 1 million impressions. They have a lot of pretty big backers and I think this project can go absolutely nuts. So if you don't follow this project, it's certainly one to keep an eye on. I think they will be launching within a couple of weeks. Now, what is a liquidity bootstrapping platform? Basically, it represents an innovative method that employs a descending price strategy reminiscent of a Dutch auction where initial prices are set high and gradually decrease over time. This pricing strategy is intentionally selected to counteract potential disruptions from sniper bots and large-scale investors' dominance. It allows for a community-centric approach to price discovery, enabling buyers to acquire tokens at a price they deem fair. And this is the first liquidity bootstrapping platform on Solana. Most tokens launching on Solana have poor liquidity and lack of fair early access for retail investors, and liquidity bootstrapping platforms are accessible to everyone. Everything is happening transparently on chain. And this project has absolutely blown up this past week and I think it will perform super well. I assume they will actually launch their token on their own liquidity bootstrapping platform, but that is just a random guess. But if you're able to get into the token launch of this project, I think it will perform extremely well. So that's some early alpha for you, a super interesting Solana token that is launching very soon. Next up, we have Kaspa, which is another very interesting layer 1 protocol that I'm now looking into. I featured it in my previous video as well, how I'm actually taking some profits from my Solana bag since Solana has performed really well and allocating some of that into Kaspa because Kaspa is a token that I think can actually pull a similar run to what we saw Solana do last cycle. Kaspa has already done basically a 10x from its low back in May last year, but I think it can easily do another 10x from here. It's currently at a $3 billion market cap. Would not surprise me if we saw this go to like 30 billion this cycle. It has a very strong sentiment on Twitter, very good community. A lot of people are bullish on this token. It is basically a layer 1 proof of work protocol using similar mechanics to Bitcoin, but instead of Bitcoin's normal proof of work, they use their own Ghost DAG protocol. I'm not going to go into details on exactly what that is because that would be a bit too technical for this video, but I highly recommend you to do your own research on it and understand more about Kaspa because it is a very interesting protocol and I am very bullish on it. And it is a fairly high market cap crypto, currently ranked number 40 out of the cryptocurrencies. So it's not like a super tiny market cap, super risky token. But the reason I'm rotating some of my Solana profits into Kaspa is because I see Solana pull anywhere between a 3 and 5x from current prices, while I see Kaspa potentially do a 10x. And obviously if I can get higher returns elsewhere, I will try to do that. But obviously this is with a small portion of my portfolio, as I will keep most of my portfolio in bigger coins like Solana. If you want to learn more about it, I will leave a link to a very good explanation video of exactly what Kaspa is and why it's so unique down below in the description, so you can go and check that out if you want to. Now, next up on the list, we have Shadow Token from the Genesis Go team. This is a deep in project on Solana, basically doing decentralized storage similar to what Arweave and Filecoin are currently doing, just that the Shadow token is way smaller than Arviv and Filecoin, even though it has better performance than both of these other protocols. So I think Shadow is massively undervalued right now, currently sitting at $240 million market cap. I have a bag of Shadow myself. I think it's just a leverage bet on Solana. If Solana does well, I think Shadow will outperform and do extremely well. Filecoin is obviously at a $4.6 billion market cap, meaning that Shadow is a solid 20x away from reaching Filecoin, while Arviv is at a $2.3 billion market cap, and that means Shadow is still a solid 10x away from reaching Arviv's market cap. And just to show you why I'm so bullish, this is a comparison between Filecoin and the new Shadow Drive protocol. For the similar file size, Shadow Drive v2 uses 3 to 12 seconds to store and retrieve it, while Filecoin uses anywhere between 5 minutes and 4 hours. That's an incredible difference in performance, which is why I think Shadow is so undervalued right now. And especially with the whole AI and DePIN narrative being so strong, and AI and DePIN will be some of the best performing sectors in the space this bull run, in my personal opinion. So it fits the right narrative as well. If you want to learn more about it, Lola Penny released a Medium article basically breaking it down on a non-technical level. So if you want to do more research on this and learn more about it, I will link this article down below. Highly recommend you to check it out. I'm very bullish on this project and on the team. It hits the right narrative. The team is goated, OG team from Solana. So definitely another altcoin worth keeping an eye on. Now this one might be a bit controversial, but I actually have XRP on this list. I'm pretty bullish on XRP. I think it will perform very well over the next few months. Obviously, the narrative around XRP is that it's a pretty hated community and it's been a stable coin for the past 5 years because it didn't do much last cycle, mainly because they were in a lawsuit with the SEC, but that lawsuit is now over. They essentially won the lawsuit, or they at least came out better than what the SEC did. And XRP actually now has some clarity around it when it comes to regulation and stuff like that. But the reason I'm pretty bullish on it, they are doing a lot of pretty big projects when it comes to global payments. They are working with a lot of countries when it comes to CBDCs and all of that stuff. But if we look at this chart, this is the XRP to Bitcoin chart. And as you can see, it seems like the RSI is kind of bottoming out right here. It's about to cross bullish against the weekly moving average. And it does seem like it has bottomed out right here and could move upwards towards this target. And just to show you how big of a move it would be if it went towards the upside of this range right here, that would mean basically 180% gain against Bitcoin. So that's basically a 2.8x against Bitcoin, which would be a massive move. And if it goes all the way up to the all-time highs against Bitcoin, that's basically a 20x away. So it has massive potential. I think it will at least go up here, which would mean like a 3x against the Bitcoin price. It has been accumulating for a very long time. It seems like the community is very strong and bullish on it. And I think once this momentum shifts bullish, I think we could see a pretty explosive move for XRP. I have some XRP bags myself. It's not my biggest bag, but it is a decent part of my portfolio. So as I said, pretty controversial. You don't have to agree, but I think XRP will get its time in the spotlight. Now, next up, we have Qubic. If you have watched some of my previous altcoin videos, you know that I am pretty bullish on Qubic. I talked about it for the first time when it was basically half of the price it's at right now. But the reason I am mentioning it again is because I think this is a pretty good accumulation zone, because it is down almost 50% from its all-time high. It's still not listed on any tier 2 or tier 1 exchanges. You can only get it from some pretty small exchanges like Safe Trade or similar exchanges. But Qubic is a super interesting layer 1 protocol. I think it will perform very well. It's sitting at a $600 million market cap without being listed on any big exchanges. I think once all of those exchange listings comes rolling in, which I think is about to happen within the next few months, Qubic can definitely pull a 10x from here as well. I'm very bullish. I'm still holding my entire bag, and I am looking to accumulate more down in this area. And basically the same with Spacemesh. I also featured this on the channel for the first time when it was at around $2.50, so that has done a nice 2x from there, but it is still down quite a lot. I would say like 25% or so from its all-time high, so now could be a good time to accumulate this one as well. It's another very interesting layer 1 protocol using a very interesting consensus mechanism in proof of space-time. Definitely want to keep an eye on and want to research more. I'm not gonna go too deep into Qubic and Spacemesh because I have featured them both in previous videos. So if you want a more detailed breakdown on what these protocols actually are, you can check out that video right here. If you want to learn about 4 super interesting new airdrops that I am currently farming, you can check out my most recent video right here. Now with that said, let me know what you thought of these 6 altcoins. Are you bullish on any of them? If there are any other super interesting altcoins that I should check out, leave a comment down below and I will make sure to take a look. If you enjoyed this video, smash a like and subscribe down below. Now I am currently looking into some Base meme coins because Base is an Ethereum layer 2 from Coinbase, and the hype and attention seems to be moving from Solana meme coins, which are now kind of dying, over to Base meme coins, which are now actually thriving. I recently entered a pre-sale on a random meme coin on Base and kind of experimenting a bit in that ecosystem. So if you want a video breaking down the Base meme coin ecosystem and what I'm looking at, do let me know down in the comment section, as I would love to make a video like that if you guys want to see it. Now with that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.